What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This is Lily Thomas II, your host here at the Vault by Integra. I'm going to read to you or talk to you about the prayer prompt for this week during the 30-day fast. This is the fourth prayer prompt. The prayer prompt actually says, pray that we do the will of God and that he would bring great success to every ministry, church, and work in his kingdom, and use the full operation of the fivefold ministry found in Ephesians 4:11 and 12, so that he and his mighty power be known. Every ministry includes outreach, campus ministry, Sunday school, youth and young adult, children, singles, prayer, prison, etc. Pray for these ministries and pray for the success of these ministries as well as the leaders of these ministries. The fivefold ministry that was mentioned during the prayer prompt include the apostle, the prophet, the pastor, the teacher, and the evangelist. Pray that God uses them to the utmost. The scripture that goes along with the prayer prompt comes from Psalms 106, 1-8. And it says, praise ye the Lord, O give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. Who can utter the mighty acts of the Lord? Who can show forth all his praise? Blessed are they that keep judgment, and he that doeth righteousness at all times. Remember me, O Lord, with the favor that thou bearest unto thy people. O visit me with salvation, that I may see the good of thy chosen, that I may rejoice in the gladness of thy nation, that I may glory with thine inheritance. We have sinned with our fathers, we have committed iniquity, we have done wickedly. Our fathers understood not thy wonders in Egypt, referring to the 10 plagues in Exodus. They remembered not the multitude of thy mercies, but provoked him at the sea, even at the Red Sea. Nevertheless, he saved them for his name's sake, that he might make his mighty power to be known. Now I'm going to read to you a summary from Exodus chapter 14, which is referred to in the last two verses that you just heard. This is when Israel provoked God and he saved them for his name's sake because he wanted his power to be made known in the earth. God gives Moses the rundown in chapter 14. He basically tells him that he's going to harden Pharaoh's heart, harden the hearts of the Egyptians so that he will get the glory. He tells Moses to get Israel to camp near the sea, the Red Sea, in order to lure the Pharaoh to them. When Pharaoh hears that the Israelites got away, he changes his mind about letting them go, takes 600 plus chariots and officers and pursues them. He catches up to them at Pi Hahiroth. The terrified Israelites question Moses and say that it would have been better to serve the Egyptians than to die in the desert. Moses tells the Israelites not to be afraid and assures them that God will fight for them that day. God tells Moses to stretch out his hand over the sea to divide the waters so that the Israelites can pass through on dry ground. He tells Moses that he will harden the hearts of the Egyptians and gain glory through their demise. The angel of the Lord and the cloud moved from in front of Israel and stood behind them, coming between them and the armies of Egypt. The cloud separated them so that neither of them came near each other. Moses parts the sea. Israel walks through the sea on dry ground with a wall of water on their right and their left side. Pharaoh and the Egyptians follow the Israelites into the sea. Verse 24 and 25 of chapter 14 of Exodus sound amazing, and I'm going to read it to you right now. It says, during the last watch of the night, the Lord looked down from the pillar of fire and cloud at the Egyptian army and threw it into confusion. He jammed the wheels of their chariots so that they had difficulty driving. And the Egyptians said, let's get away from the Israelites. The Lord is fighting for them against Egypt. God tells Moses to stretch out his hand over the sea so that it will close and drown Pharaoh and his army. Moses stretches out his hand, and at daybreak, the sea returned to its place, covering the Egypt's chariots and horsemen, the entire army. None of them survived. When the people saw what God had done, they feared God and put their trust in him and Moses. Thank you for tuning in and listening to the fourth prayer prompt during this 30-day fast. Pray that you will be blessed and that you will see the miraculous as God answers our prayers. Bye.